There is my gorgeous, beautiful green screen. I started taking it down for Christmas because I didn't want to look tacky, but you know, nobody came over for Christmas because of reasons. You guys all know the reasons. So I started taking it down right here, and I started taking it down over there, and then I just left it because why not? So I'm gonna make a video showing you guys how I put up my green screen, how you can put up a green screen, and basically just like a DIY green screen setup, because that's basically what I have, is a DIY green screen setup. And I'm going to give you guys some facts about green screens while I put it up. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and put my camera on a stand so I don't have to hold it while I work. So this is my entire recording setup. Normally what I would do is I would zoom my camera in a little bit so that way you see just the green screen and me, but because I'm gonna put it up, I want y'all to see the whole process. So what you need to do first with the green screen when you set it up is you need to make sure that it is pulled as tight as possible so that there's not like wrinkles in it, like right there, and wrinkles over in here, because if there's wrinkles then you have shadows, and if you have shadows then it's going to be almost impossible for the green screen or the Ultra key effect when you go into editing to pick up the color and take it out. What's a green screen actually? Now that I've thought about it, let me tell you guys what the green screen actually is. A green screen is literally a green screen. So what you do is, a green screen is a screen that you put up and you stand in front of it, and then you go into your editing software and you use an Ultra key or a chroma key, and you key out the color of the green screen, so that way it's a black background that you can put things onto. You can use a blue screen, pink screen, yellow screen, orange screen, whatever, but the problem is that if you use something like orange or yellow, most people have pigment in their skin that's close to orange and yellow, or you wear shirts that have orange on them, so it'll key out those colors. If you use red, a lot of people have some red hues in their skin, and they usually wear red shirts and such like that. So that's why people generally use green and blue screens. Blue screens I wouldn't use because I wear a lot of blue and I like the color blue, so that's just not gonna work for me. But green screen, very solid. I don't use a lot of green stuff, so it just works. So let's get to putting this thing up. Now, you might be asking yourself why my green screen is different from other people's green screens, and it's simply because my green screen is cloth, because it's not really meant for a green screen. It's actually just a linen that I got from my job. Most people's green screens are a it's like a nylon spandex mix, and that's why when most people have a green screen and they use it, the green screen doesn't actually have wrinkles in it because it's not a wrinkleable material. So this green screen, because it's just a piece of cloth, it gets wrinkles in it all the time, and it actually reflects light very poorly. So that's why I have so many problems with it in the editing. Whenever you guys see a clip and that clip kind of has a little bit of bleed through, it's because, quite simply, I'm not using the correct green screen material. But it works for me, so oh well. And this is perfect material for somebody who doesn't know if they want to do any of this. Like, if you want to test out green screen material footage but you don't want to spend the $50 to $60 to get a green screen, just get any green cloth from any, like a hobby store or a Walmart or a cloth store, and just get a big green piece of cloth, put it up against something solid like a wall, and then just record with like good lighting and see if you like it. And then I can take this and I can put it on a piece of wood, and I can go outside and I can wrap it around a piece of wood, tape it down, and then I can have a transportable green screen. Pretty cool. And if you guys want to know what I'm holding it in with, or just thumbtacks, just like this, I just take the thumbtack, put it in there, and put it into the wall. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stretch the fabric as much as possible so I can eliminate like dark spots like this. I'll even key it out right here real quick so you can see it. It makes it not look good in this area because of the difference of color from the shadow. That's the biggest problem with using cloth, is that it transmits shadow really easily. You'd really want an actual green screen, which is nylon spandex type material, and it's really heavy and thick, and it doesn't bunch, and it doesn't, like, it's really cool. And honestly, I was thinking about buying one, but this is just meant to be a temporary thing anyways, so I'm cool with it the way it is. All right, let's get down in there and get it popping. And so while I'm down here and you guys can just barely see a little bit of me, I want to tell you guys the most important part of a green screen. The most important thing that you need when you have a green screen is honestly lighting, because even with some of the ooh-wee, how am I get back there? Too big for all this. even with a really good green screen, if you have a really poor lighting source, then you're gonna see that light show up in different areas. Such as, if you look up here, this door has a window on it, and when it's sunny outside or when a car passes, you can see the light reflect in this area. So when I have the green screen on, no matter how good the lights are over there, you can still see that little area up there in the top corner that's not done well because of that window. So I just put a cloth over top of that window to block out that sun. Ooh, wait, let me get back out. Still quite a big air bubble in it. Jeez Louise. When you have lighting, the lighting that you'd want to use for a green screen, 9 times out of 10 you're going to want a big key light behind the subject. So you'd want a light like right here shining back onto this green screen so the green screen is lit properly. I would stand forward maybe about this far, and then I would have one good light source on the front of me so you can see me lit and you can see the behind me lit, so that way there's no shadow cast behind me because of that light, and there's a good source of light coming in front of me so that way I'm not darkened out by the light behind me. That's the cool thing about, well, I wouldn't even say cool, that's the weird thing about lighting, is that if you have a light right here to brighten that up so it's easier for editing, then it darkens me because there's a light behind me casting a shadow forward. So you would need a light coming down on me so that way I look better, but you don't have the shadow behind me. I don't have that many lights, and I didn't really want to spend the money to get all of those lights if I didn't think that I was going to do this like seriously. So I just have 2 lights, funny, 2 lights set up. Both of them are like little lamps, and I have one high and one low. So that way when I stand up against it tight enough, the shadows around me basically disappear. All right, now let me figure out how I'm gonna get these air pockets out. You would not put in this much work if you had an actual nylon spandex style green screen, but you know, this was free and those cost like 50 bucks. Cool. All right, I figured out the way I'm gonna get this air pocket out. Although it looks like the air pocket's pretty good now. Yeah, you can't even tell if there's an air pocket in that. Oh man, I cricked my neck doing that. Ooh. Okay, so that is my DIY setup for like a home green screen. You don't have to set it up this way. I just think that if somebody wasn't sure what they can do to do a home green screen, this works perfectly fine. Green fabric, some nails, or you know what I use are thumbtacks. Put it up against a wall, get 2 good lighting sources, block out other unnecessary lights, and then make sure that your camera is focused in on you in a very good setup. And that's, I mean, bang, that's it. That's all you need. It's really simple, really easy. Honestly, it's way easier than a lot of the people make it look. And if you want to, you can drop the 50 bucks to get a spandex nylon style green screen with a hook, or you can buy a hook and you can buy a stand and then put a green piece of fabric over top of that, or you can go the YouTuber route and just paint an entire wall green, or you can get green panels that you put up behind you. I mean, there's a lot of different options that you can do, but this is honestly, in my opinion, the most cost effective, the quickest, the cheapest, and the easiest maybe not easiest, because I definitely cricked my neck trying to do this, but it's definitely the cheapest and maybe the quickest. But yeah, pros and cons to everything. I like it. I think it's dope. That's how I've set up my green screen, and that's how you can set up your own DIY green screen. If you like that, check out more videos where I do a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I'm gonna start venturing out in other stuff. I do anime, I do skits, I'm gonna do news, I'm gonna do tutorials on camera and videography setups, and I do music videos for my homies. If you want to be a homie, hit me up. I got a music video idea for you. That's it for me. Kevin, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Throw some on that.
Tryna be nice, baby you nice, but it ain't right, it ain't gon' work, I ain't gon' fight. Hey. Tryna be nice, take no chance, I'm holding my dice. I'm not cold, but I'm sipping on ice. Hey. It's gon' be all cool, I do not want you, I just don't wanna be rude. You asked, do I think you cute? You so sweet like fruit, but I don't think that's true.